back, people. Chelsea lose 1-0 to Newcastle, man. You know what? I'm not even tired. I just woke up like 2 hours ago. That's why I sound like this, innit? But at the end of the day, we weren't good enough on the day. And you know what? Fair play, Newcastle. And to be fair, it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like they bopped us around, but because of the red card from Jackson's, obviously in the title and obviously in the thumbnail, that bum. How are we gonna get back into the game? It was never really gonna happen realistically, innit? Like being realistic. If you want to be a hopium thing, you can say, yo, attack. We created a few chances where we could have scored, but the band to play, I think I'm not gonna scapegoat the whole thing on Jackson because Maresca first half was poor. But to sum up this game, to start off the stream, Jackson just ruined the game because he got red carded when Newcastle weren't even playing that great. They were decent, they were applying pressure, their tactics were working. He didn't get a red card, and then bang, the game's done. Because it's difficult as it is at St. James's Park, but let alone when you have a red card. So there was wraps from then. So for me, that's one of the main issues of this game. I don't really care who's watching the stream. I just need to get off my chest on my own channel, get my own point of view, where I'm just going to keep it real and not have any agendas either way. So someone says here, for example, yeah, one of the Twitter aggregates, 3 things lost us the game today. Jackson, red card, that's what I've just said. Plays complete off it first half. Tactics, Maresca said that. And kicking the ball on, which he's mentioned. This is Felix Johnson on Twitter. Shout out him. I like these one of the better Chelsea accounts. But listen, yeah, man, like, what can I say? It's just like, it's difficult to analyze because it wasn't like we got peppered and we walked out there with a 2-0 loss. And it's like, yo, what's happened here? It's the context of how it happened. Is like the first 20, 30 minutes, they were all over us in terms of pressing us and stuff. They didn't really create a lot. They scored opening 2 minutes. That obviously kills the game as it is already. Because if you're at St. James's Park and you concede the first 2-3 minutes, it's wraps already, bro. It's already wraps. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. And then we lose the first goal, obviously. And then after 30 minutes hits, we decide to start playing some football. And then Jackson, because he's rattled, because he's crap, because he's crap. And like I keep saying to people, I said on my Twitter earlier, this guy, I better see his last game. And not, by the way, not because I don't rate him, it's because of his temperament. He does this all the time. He strops, when he doesn't get penalties, he starts moaning, when he's not on form, he acts like a child. The guy is like 23. He's not 17. If it was Tyreek George doing this, even then I'd be like, yo, bro, you're 18, 19, pattern up. Jackson is literally 22, 23 years old, AFCON international football player, plays for Chelsea, and he's petulant. He moans, he cries, but he doesn't get his own way. He acts like an idiot. And people like that in life aren't it. I'll never moan or cry about anything if I don't get something right. You just keep it moving. Yeah, you'll be annoyed, but keep it moving. This guy didn't really touch the ball much, half chances here and there, and he starts kicking out at people, causing fouls, and inevitably, obviously, trust the process. That's too funny. Stephen, not trust the process. I still think we'll make top 5 because I genuinely believe Forest will drop points and Newcastle will drop points. I think Newcastle will lose next week and they'll win against Everton. I think we'll win our last 2 games. We'll be on the same points. Like, their plus goal difference is +2 now, which is peak. So we have to beat United by +2. But hey-ho, anyway. But anyway, yeah, aside from overall, today's stream isn't about overall. We're talking about the game. So, Stephen, put your comments on the game. Do you think it was Jackson's fault? Because in my opinion, Jackson has a lot... Listen, Newcastle with 10 men struggled. They struggled against 10 men for the whole 60, 70 minutes. They didn't do anything. The deflected goal skews the stats because that makes it like, 2-0 was convincing if you didn't watch the game. But if you watch the game, you'd see they barely did anything, bro. They barely did anything. And a half chance because of the mistake at the beginning of the game, and then, a deflected shot, and bang, it's 2-0, and then they get the 2 points, the 3 points, and the 2 goal difference. So it's one of them ones where it's like, it's hard to... I'm not going to berate Chelsea too much. The people I'm going to berate is Jackson and Maresca in the first half. Not the second half, I'll give him credit. But in the second half, his tactics were poor. First half, sorry, tactics were poor. Our midfield was open, and at the end of the day, they were just running through our midfield, and they weren't creating, like I said before, clear-cut opportunities. But it was enough for them to go 1-0 up 2 minutes in. It was enough. And in these small margin games where there's a lot on the line, unfortunately, those things make a big difference, you know? They make a big difference. And unfortunately, we couldn't get over it. And that's basically the story of the game, really. One sec, guys. That's basically the story of the game. I don't know what's going on here with this. Let's put that there. That's basically the story of the game. They had their chance. They took it. We had a red card. Wraps. It's done. What are you going to do from there? What are you going to do from there? That's the question. That's 100% Jack. He didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do what he did. And we could have gone into halftime easily 1-0. Second half, we could have got a goal or two, and then we could have won the game or started the game. But no, red card, bang, and now it's not season over. But now we need to rely on other teams, and we need to beat Forest and Man United. Man United is going to be tough with no Jackson. It's not even about Jackson. It's no striker up front. And then Forest, even more so, is going to be tough. But again, both games, I could see us getting a win. And if we beat Forest, if they drop points, we can draw. But if we beat them, then we're going to get it and beat United. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. And as a concussion, I think the sun messes up our plan. What do you mean the sun messes up our plan? What do you mean, Jack? Big up Jack, though, in the chat. Jack, make sure you subscribe to the channel, yeah? I don't do panel shows that much anymore. I do live content. And follow my TikTok as well, Jack, yeah? Big up Jack in the building, Newcastle fan. And big up for the win today, man. Big for Newcastle. Obviously, I needed it in that. Good win for Newcastle, of course. But for me, Chelsea, man, they let Jackson let the team down. He didn't need to do what he did. And at the end of the day, he just kind of like petulant behavior, immaturity. And I think the team showed fights. I wouldn't say Cole will play badly or Sanchez. I think the whole team played okay, you know. Okay, Caicedo played good. Lavia played good, for example. Palmer didn't have a bad game. He did what he could, right? Oh, substitute messed up our game. Like, oh, yeah. You went subs. Fairs. I'm about to say Jack. Big up Jack. He clarifies here if everybody on the playback. He watches his back. But yeah, man, Jackson just let the team down. He was too petulant. He couldn't handle the pressure. And he goes and does that. And the thing is, yes, another day it might not be a red card, but he looks at the player. At the end of the day, you can't really moan when someone does that. You know? In fact, let's look at it again, yeah? I don't even think I can show you guys, actually. I can, but you know what? Let's do this quickly. Yeah, chat is on the whistle. Chelsea defeating Newcastle. Unsurprisingly, of course, focuses on Jackson's moment. He's just an idiot, man. He's just an idiot. And it's not the first time he's done this. And as it stands, guys, Chelsea sitting fifth, obviously, but not in the Forest play today. So if not in the Forest win, Chelsea go down to sixth place. And as it stands, they'll be 1 point ahead of us. That means we have to beat Man United and we have to beat Forest away from home. So it's still in our hands. But guys, it's going to be very, very tough. Sorry. This is why we shouldn't be buying kids. Blame Clown, it's recruitment strategy. It's always, 100%. Stephen, 100%. I've always said, I like the idea. I just don't like the execution of it. Does that make sense? So when people say I'm a clear leg inner or a clear leg backer, that's incorrect. I like the idea they have. Just the way they're doing it is wrong. Does that make sense? I wouldn't even say wrong. It's just certain parts of their plan, execution-wise, are poor. For example, we haven't bought any experienced players in terms of good quality experience as well. We've bought experience, but it's not good quality, for example. Okay? They're heavily reliant on injury-prone players. Stuff like that is why I'm like, yo, I get your idea. It's a good plan, but you're doing it slightly wrong because you're seeing the proof it's going wrong. Yes, in 5-6 years' time might be good, but that's a conversation for then. And this is like 2-3 years later down now. So it's hard for me to not criticize them. Does that make sense? Bit everyone in the chat. But the main thing is, bit up Stephen, Clown Lake need to change certain parts of strategy. You need to buy more experienced players. Because I think today, if you have an experienced striker there, say Jackson, he probably doesn't get sent off. And probably we don't lose that game because I think we probably would score. Newcastle, for the whole game, weren't even that good. For me, James was one of the best players today. Facts. James was forward sick. I don't think the team performed that badly, chat. They didn't. But unfortunately, because of Jackson, they let the team down. At the end of the day, at this end of the season, it's not really about like, oh, we performed good. Like you need to get the points, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Chat, I don't know much more to say, man. I don't know what's more to say. I don't. I'm going to do a stream later on down the line to go through what happened. But at the end of the day, Chelsea just didn't show enough in the game to get through, and it showed on the night, man. And end of the day, we could have done probably a bit more, but the balance of play probably the draw was maybe deserved, but we just didn't do enough, and that's how the cube crumbles sometimes, you know. But I'm still relatively confident we can get through to top five. We just need to win our next two games and see how it goes, man. But boy, it's not good, man. It's not good, and I hope everyone understands why I'm disappointed because I genuinely thought we could get a draw from this game. I predicted a loss. I said 2-1, so my prediction was very close. But the way it happened, not great in that regards. No, it's not great, you know. So hopefully, for me, second half, you try to take game one man down, but couldn't get. Yeah, Jack, we couldn't do it, man. You know, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. We tried. It was difficult because of your low block, and you guys sat back, and we got no striker. We got no. If there was a striker profile on the bench, I reckon we could have pumped it, but no Jackson. Exactly, he put the ball in. Leicester 1-0. Huh? Huh? No way. Oh my days. Oh my days. Leicester 1-0. Oh my days. If yo, I swear down, if Forest don't win and they bottle this, they've actually put it in our hands. Yo, if Forest don't win this game, it's in Chelsea's hands, you know. Hopefully we can catch life, man. Hopefully we can catch us. 3 minutes left. I will do 15 minutes and I'm out of here. But yeah, man, it's peak. In fact, let me go in this chat now. To make sure I'm in there. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting discussion. I think Nottingham Forest will win. So I'm not gonna get too gassed. Hey Jack, I'm not getting too gassed, man. Hey Jack, you're a lovely guy, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, yeah? Do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're enjoying the content, you know, all that good stuff. Need to get subscribers up. We're trying to stream more regularly. And, you know, that's how it goes, really. You know? So hopefully we can get that done. Yeah, you lot, I believe, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, chat. It's a tough one. Don't know if you lot can hear me. Easy sub, bro. Come on, Jack. Be it yourself, brother. But guys, I'm not getting gassed over Forest, yeah? See you never found that. Big up Jack, man. 100%, bro. Man's there, innit? They're there. Um, listen, listen. Forest will definitely win, so I'm not gonna look at that too much. If Chelsea somehow get away with losing this game and still in top five, it's gonna be too funny. Because that means all we have to do is draw against Forest. All we'd have to do is draw against Forest. Actually, no, that's incorrect. Wait, what? I'm confused. What would happen if New Forest lost or drew? I think it would mean we'll still have to win that game, though, because Villa might win both games. Oh, Villa, you frauds! Villa, you frauds! Oh my gosh! So we might need a City or Newcastle to drop more points. Oh boy, that Villa result did not help Chelsea at all because I think Villa's next game is very winnable as well. Spurs and United. Oh boy. Oh boy. Listen, I'm gonna be hoping Forest don't win. You never know, they might lose another game, but yeah, man. People, I'm out of here, man. We'll come back later on. I'll speak on the game in more depth. Chelsea not good enough. Maresca not good enough. The tactics were poor. I need to go on Football Terrace. I might even do a stream right after that. Another stream for you lot. So one before the game, one after I go on match reactions. See you guys. See you guys saying. We'll see you guys soon. I will be back in about an hour and a half. So I'll be doing this the same stream hour and a half later, man. In a bit. In a bit.